I'm 50 plus 1. How you doing? How you doing, girl? How you doing, boy? Happy Sunday. It is May the 4th, I think it is, 2026. And I'm sitting outside just looking at nature and just had some food. And I just realized something. Did you realize that we eat the skin off of meat, like chicken, has a lot of fat. It also has a lot of calories, I think it is. But the skin off fruit is necessary and vegetables is necessary because that's where the nutrients are. What? Okay, random. All right, also, Hagar was a prostitute and God used her. And she was also in Jesus' lineage. That'll preach. Yeah, that's something else. And then something else I thought I was going to tell you. I was sitting here and I was going to say, forgot the other thing, menopause. Hello. How are y'all? How's life? How things going? How are you taking care of yourself? Are you being kind to yourself? Are you loving yourself? What did you do for yourself this weekend? Are you going to take some time to fill your cup before you go back to work if you're working in the working class like me? And also, I guess I'll share this testimony. I had a testimony yesterday where we have been in our home for about a year and we have been softly considering other homes to kind of downsize, get prepared for our parents in case they need to live with us at some point. We had to relocate because of some situations that happened with our employment. And so we had to move pretty quickly. And it's been a year, a couple of days ago it was a year. And God taught me so much in that move about like, what matters is what we do for the kingdom. What matters is where my husband is. That's where my home is. What matters is following him, even when it looks other than what we expect. And now in the season, the moving part, he's healed me up. Because I've only moved like 3-4 times in my life, and I'm 51. My husband is military, retired military, so he's used to moving. So that was something that God really had to teach me, and he did. And it was through a lot of pain and struggle, but now I'm here on the other side and grateful. And so now I'm able to softly look for a home and understand that it's God's plan and be fine and be great with that and want that. My prayer is for my heart to be aligned with what God has for me and for my husband and our family. Because he says his ways are not our ways, his thoughts are not our thoughts. And he said he'll do life more abundantly, more than we can hope, think, or imagine. So I thought that meant engage your imagination. But a wise woman told me that that could mean I couldn't imagine, so why try? Like, let God be God. That's his role. So that was very comforting. And so now that we're looking, almost every house we've gone to, I've expected that to be the one. I thought this was a sign, and that was a sign, and all these things. And I don't want to be that person that's super like, God said, God said, God said, because I'm not necessarily that. But I am always looking for signs and wonders from him and always wanting to hear his voice. And so when you think you did and it doesn't happen, that's a little bit challenging. And so on Friday, we were going to look at a house, and I just knew that was it. I think my husband thought it was it as well. And when I was in a store, I asked God to have someone do something just so I would know for sure. And it didn't happen. But I had my mind so made up that it was going to happen and that was the place we were supposed to move, that when God didn't do what I thought he should do, it was him saying, that ain't the one. So I believe the message is not getting ahead of God and trusting him to do what it is only he can do, and resting in that, and not trying to make my plans and ask God to bless them. Rather, asking God to align my and our hearts with him. So that is a message for you, to trust God. Trust God and do good. And kick your feet around like a little toddler in the meantime. Meaning just relax and just rest and just know that he's got it. He's always had it. He always will have it. And I heard someone say something like 80% or 90% of what we worry about never happens. Well, then let's not worry about it. Wouldn't that make sense? I'm talking to me. Anyway, have a great Sunday. Talk to you soon.